Good morning, everybody. My name is Alison Monrose, and it is so close to 2023. So with that being said, I had to come clutch with amazing episode today. But before I get into all that good stuff, let's take a stop at the news desk for this morning's headlines.
Good morning. The Ministry of Education has given into a request from principals and the district education officers to change the date for the recommencement of classes. Schools will now officially reopen on Monday, January 9th, 2023.
They made a presentation, a proposal to the administration of the ministry, which was accepted on condition that the other professional development days, which would have normally occurred during the course of the term, are forfeited. Normally they have 1 or 2 days during the term assigned for professional development of teachers. So that is now going to take place at the beginning of this term, and to allow for continuous instruction of the students, especially given the amount of learning loss that our students have experienced over the past a couple of years and months. So to allow for adequate preparation and to mitigate against further learning loss during the course of the term.
The Education Ministry says it will continue to work with other education stakeholders to ensure that the 2023 academic year runs smoothly with minimum interruptions. ASU Square returns to Derek Walcott Square this year after a 2-year hiatus, so that should be next year. The traditional event will take place on 2 days starting New Year's Day.
The entertainment we anticipate would be a lot of what is indigenous to us, what we identify as our brand in St. Lucia. We'll have our Papa Jab, our masquerade, our toes. We'll have our local calypsonians. The very first night, we will end the show once again with Boo Hinkson and True Tones. This we had for Junior Koyol, and persons came to council and persons were calling and they asked us to do it one more time. So the very first night to bring down the curtains would be Boo Hinkson and the True Tones, one more time again, St. Lucia. The second evening, we have DYP will be partying with us for about 2 hours. They will bring down the curtains on ASU Square activities on the 2nd of January.
Activities will commence on the first day at midday and at 10 a.m. on the second day. The event will run until 10 p.m. on both days. Parking will be available on the days at the old fire headquarters site on Jeremy Street. A proposal has been put forward to establish a ferry service for the Eastern Caribbean with 4 possible routes. The proposal for the implementation of a ferry service through public-private partnerships or PPPs was prepared by Diogo Aita, an Associate Economic Affairs Officer at the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean. Route 1 comprises Colombia, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Trinidad and Tobago. Route 2 is Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana and Suriname. Route 3 links Puerto Rico, Antigua and Barbuda, Guadeloupe and St. Lucia. And Route 4 is St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Grenada with Trinidad and Tobago. Residents of Bouton in Soufrière continue to keep Christmas traditions alive. Every year, residents participate in the house-to-house activity, serenading neighbors and enjoying drinks and food they are offered at each house. This year's activity commenced with a party at one resident's house, which ran from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Thereafter, the residents community and the activity ended at the Bouton Community Center. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thanks, news team, and don't go too far because we'll be right back. Alright guys, so first up we have Veaygel, yes, the Yaldem Angel. Now I'm sure many of y'all know him, but today we're looking at him in a different light. He wanted to try something new, so DBS had to come on board and give him a little, we need to see what he was up to. So let's check him out. Good morning, everybody. We are here in the heart of Castries Constitution Park, right? I am joined here with Veaygel, and y'all know him as a producer, as an artist, as a videographer, as a photographer. But today we are here in a whole new capacity. We are looking at Veaygel Joseph. So how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing perfectly fine this morning.
So tell the people, why are we at Constitution Park today?
Okay, so today we are out here giving away some food as well as some cake and juice for the less fortunate persons. And it was an idea that I had from November. And I was like, you know what happened? I'll have to do something to give back to the community. So I did two things actually. So I actually did a freestyle competition for the artists, so I could give them a how you call it that, a music video. The Rude Boy also came on board and they sponsored some drinks as well, and that was good. So we're actually in the process of creating the music so we could start the music video. So I'm actually giving them a free recording session. So it's for free of them. So it's the top three. So first, second, and third place. All of them getting a song professionally recorded, as well as a video for the first place winner. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But today, as I said earlier, we out here giving food to the less unfortunate. Yeah.
So it is an amazing thing that you are doing here, especially around this time. But we want to know, is this the first time you're doing this?
Yes, this is the first time that I'm doing this on this scale, and it will most definitely not be the last. I mean, we were here for like 5 minutes and all the food were gone. We did about like 35, you know, but I know now I should be doing like probably 2-3 times more because there's a lot of them, and then, you know, but I didn't have a lot of juice left and stuff, so we gave them some juice and cake, so that was good as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to start small because you know you're just testing the waters
Yeah.
right now. But I know for a fact that later down the line, maybe in 2023, we will see a lot more from Veaygel.
For sure.
So tell us, who helped you with all of this?
Yes, so my girlfriend and her family, like to get as well as mine, to put together the stuff. But you know, I just fund everything so we could have make it successful. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the feedback like from all those persons that you helped out today?
Now they were very appreciative of it. You know, I wasn't expecting anything less, but they were like, "Thank you so very much." You know, season's greeting to you, Merry Christmas. You know, may the Lord bless you, and they like it. As you could see, they're still enjoying it. So I guess the food was good. I didn't taste it because I was so caught up in the kitchen this morning that I didn't get a chance to eat, so I ate as yet. But I'm happy that they like the vibe, and yeah, man, it brings me joy. I mean, for the entire week I've been getting this stuff, trying to put together for 2 days, you know, so a lot of late nights and stuff, and I'm just happy. Imagine I was just smiling, like while they were plating the food for me, I was just smiling because I'm like, yeah, I actually do it, man. So I like that, yeah.
You don't even have to taste the food because I can see the love and the genuinity that you are putting into it. So I know the food will be just
for sure.
as good.
Yeah.
So, as you were talking about the competition with the guys
artists.
for the artists, yes. So could you tell us about that? Is it still open? Can people still join in? Or is it something that is closed and done?
Well, it's not done, but it's closed, yeah, for now, because I'm looking to do something bigger and better in the upcoming years, in the upcoming months, actually. I'm supposed to be collabing with some person so that we could take it on a bigger, a larger scale, and make it something that is real island-wide, something where people could come see the talent and, you know, try and make it a solid talent show, you could say. And so that way the artists, when they come out there, they could have something substantial, whether it's monetary, whether it's for exposure, the help for the videos, music, because that is something that I have under my belt. That is something that I could give out. It's something that I do personally. So it doesn't take out nothing on me for me to help out 1, 2, 3 persons, you know. So that is just how I see it, and the Lord bless me with this talent that I have, and it blessed me with the opportunity to do so. So I mean, I still have the life, and I feel like it's something that I will continue doing as long as I can do it. And I mean, what that really amazed me today is like while we were giving out the food, a guy was passing by and he decided to donate a sack of rice. So that really made me feel like, yeah, there's really some good people left out there, you know. And sometimes, you know, even if we feel like we're not able to do it, it's just the small things that matter. And then, yeah, for sure.
Just to show you that you can use your platform to do a lot of good in this world. Now, to see the guy just donate that bag of rice, just out of the blue randomly. It just shows you that a lot of people are willing to donate. They might not be able to put everything together just like you, but they are willing to give and give a lot, because it is the Christmas time, but we want to not only limit it to the Christmas time, but I know everybody's hearts just get a little bit bigger around this time. So I want to say thank you so much for going out of your way above and beyond for these people, because I know it is a lot to start something. It takes bravery, it takes a lot. So just showing you that you started, even if it wasn't that much, I know next year or whenever you do decide to do another one, it will be so much bigger and better.
For sure.
So is there anyone you would like to thank right now?
First off, I want to thank the Lord, thank the Most High for allowing me to do this. I want to thank my girlfriend for supporting me and staying up late at night so we could prepare this and I would like to thank people as well as my family for their contribution as well. So and I want to thank everybody that watching this right now. Feel free to always donate whatever it is that you have, whether it be small, big, just do your thing, man.
Right, so tell the people how they can stay contacted with you.
You could follow me on my social media at Veaygel or Veaygel Production on Instagram, Facebook. I reply to my DMs, so feel free. If you want to be a part of this, you could feel free to let me know as well, and we could see what we can do to collaborate and make this something bigger and better for sure.
All right, so I want to say thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you for giving it your all. Thank you for giving your best. I want to really push that, because I know it takes a little effort, it takes a little time, and I know a lot of people out there might just think it is very easy to just give meals. It takes a lot more. There's a lot happening behind the scenes. So I want to say thank you for actually coming out here and showing them that you can do something. It doesn't have to be big. It can start off as small. So I want to say thank you again for that. And guys, I'll see you in just a little bit. Alright, so for interview number two, we have someone from Export St. Lucia. They came out to show a little bit more about their business, so let's check them out.
So Beaded Couture is basically a small business where we just customize a variety of different jewelry pieces using beads. So you can get whatever you want, chains, anklets, bracelets, necklaces, just a variety. Anything that could be beaded, we can do it for you. I started Beaded Couture when I was in college, so after Louis Community College. It was just a hobby at the time, and then eventually it evolved into a business. Everything I do is off my mind, like in the spur of the moment. So I just get my string, get my clasp, and just get some beads, and then put everything together, and it's just that. I have a wide variety. I have waist chains, anklets, necklaces, bracelets, rings. Basically barefoot sandals. Basically that's what it is for now, but we're growing. The favorites for sure are the waist chains and the anklets. Those are the favorites, because that's the best sellers. I'm going into something more for Beaded Couture. It will still be a part of Beaded Couture, but it will have a different name. But don't worry, it will come. The announcement will come soon. I wanted to have a pop-up shop, but I didn't. Rodney Bay was already booked, and then I came to Castries yesterday, and I spoke to someone, and they told me I can come down today and just have my pop-up shop today, and I was so thankful for that. It's really a great event, giving the small businesses a chance to show off their products and just have the public engage, even if they don't buy anything, but they're aware of your brand and everything. It's really great. Go to Instagram or Facebook and search up Beaded Couture. They could also reach me. I have a number, but mostly on Instagram and Facebook. So Beaded Couture. Yes. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Alison Monrose, and welcome to another episode of Ali's Corner. Today, we are kicking it old school with a nostalgic craft. So I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about, but let's get right into it. So for this craft, you only need a piece of paper, regular standard white paper, straight from your printer if you want. That's how standard this one is. You need a pair of scissors, as well as a pen and markers. All of this is optional. You can choose whatever colors you want, whatever. Some people might want to do paint or whatever. It's up to you, right? But this is the simplest version of this specific craft. So the first thing you're going to do is turn your rectangle sheet of paper into a square. Now, in order for you to do this, you need to take one of your corners and go directly across. You want to see a straight line, as well as you want all your edges on this side to line up. So once you have done that, just gonna do it quickly. Ensure you press down all your edges. Make sure it's nice and flat. And this extra piece, you are going to cut it away. Ooh. My markers want to roll. Right. So we're just gonna cut. Now we're already halfway there. So you're gonna put your piece of paper as well as your scissors to the side. You're done with it for now. Now you're going to open up your sheet of paper and you'll see you have a square. So for you to continue with this craft, you need to take each point of the square and bring it into the middle. So I'm going to just do that. Before you start creasing everything, just test it out and see if everything adds up. It's okay to refold. Just try not to fold too harsh. So in the event you do make a mistake, you don't see that harsh crease like you did. So just ensure everything lines up. Once you're satisfied, you can then secure your creases. And I'm going to do the final one. Right. And once you're done, it should look something like this. Now you're going to turn it with all the openings down, and you're going to repeat the same process. So you're just going to take each point of the square and fold it and fold, ensuring everything meets up nice and crisp. Now again, you don't really have to use standard paper. You can use colored paper, construction paper, all sorts of paper. If you use poster paper, it lasts a bit longer, but this is what you should have. Now, once you have reached this stage, you are going to fold your very small square now in half. So you're just going to fold it in half, ensure you bend and crease every corner, and then you're going to open it again and fold it the opposite way. All right. So at this point, you should have something like this. Now each one has a little flap that you're going to stick your fingers in, because this is how you're going to play the game. So again, you just stick your fingers into the openings and you should have your game. Now I'm sure many of you remember this. You know, we do something like this. So I'm sure many of you remember this from when you were a child. I know I do. So now that you have your base done, it's time to decorate and add all the nice things that you want to put into yours. This is where you can be as creative as you want or as simple as you want. So we're going to open up our square, and on this area, you're going to write numbers. Any number you want. You could do 100, you could do 1 to 10. You can do it in ascending order or any random order. So for this case, I'm going to be simple and I'm going to stick from 1 to how many triangles we have. Now, as you can see, each piece is separated. So each piece of paper with a line in between is where you're going to add a number. So I'm going to put 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So it should look something like this. So again, once you just make sure everything is going according to what you want. So you can just try it out, and you can see when you do this way, you have 1, 2, 5, 6. But then when you do it this way, you have 3, 4, 7, 8. So now that you have all your numbers down, you're going to open each flap and write something positive, a question. It's up to you on how you want your game to be used. It could be a great conversation starter, a good game for your friends. It's up to you and who is using it. So I'm just going to add a few conversation starters. So I've gone ahead and put everything I want inside. So under all my odd numbers, I have questions, little questions, nothing too crazy, as well as under all my even numbers, I have a little compliment. So depending on what number you pick is what you get. So once you are done with that, I've also went ahead and add some color to my numbers. So we're going to go back to the original setting. Now on these 4 panels, we're going to put some colors. So I'm going to put purple, that's a very popular one. We're gonna put blue, green, and yellow. All right, so you can go ahead and decorate this however you'd like, but I like to keep mine a little simple for now. So in order for you to play the game, you are going to put your fingers in each flap with the color, and it will naturally form this shape. You're going to go up to someone, a friend, a family, whoever. You're going to ask them to pick a color. So for example, they choose blue. You're going to do B-L-U-E, blue, right? So then they can then choose a number. So for example, they choose 3. You are going to open the flap and you're going to read to them whatever is under the flap. So in this instance is, where were you born? Oh, I don't even have my question mark. What kind of thing is that? So let me just add that quickly. So where were you born? So in this instance, it would be a conversation starter. They would answer and we can start a conversation like that. In the event, you can put truth or dare. You can do a whole sorts of things with this little contraption, this little art piece, and you can decorate however you want. Put glitter on it, do markers, do whatever you'd like. Now I hope this was a very fun and entertaining Ali's Corner. It was the last one for the year, so season's greetings to you all. I wish you many more amazing years and many more amazing moments, and I hope you are using this craft space as a little time to just sit back, relax, and do something fun and interesting. So I hope to see you next year every Thursday here at Ali's Corner. And with that, I bid you a farewell. Bye. All right, everybody, that brings us to the end of today's show. I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope this was something that you could sit back and enjoy this early morning. I hope you are going to go out and have an amazing day. Say something nice to somebody, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Bye.